So we're going to take a look today at Delta's new 50-767 1.5 horsepower dust collector. It's got two 4-inch inlet ports that stack onto what I believe is a 6-inch inlet port. It runs at 1500 CFM and it can pull 8 inches of water of static pressure. So this thing's a really beefy garage-sized dust collector. It's not a full shop-sized dust collector because it's mobile, which is really nice. It's got some good casters and it's really easy to move around. It's the perfect size for a garage workshop, especially if you've got multiple stationary tools that you want to move it around to and you don't want to run air ducting everywhere. So I've been wheeling this back and forth between my bandsaw and my 13-inch planer right now. I haven't gotten to the table saw, but I'm going to test that out pretty soon. I don't foresee any issues with it because it's handling everything the 13-inch planer can throw at it. So I'm pretty impressed with this thing so far. It's got great filtration. This is a just over 20 square feet of surface area on the 1 micron filter bag. Does a really good job of cutting dust out of the air. The included 6mm chip collection bag is holding up great. It's got a cloth covered flexible ring that you can pop in there. It's really easy installation. You've also got, it comes with a metal bag clamp that you can put around the outside too if you don't want to use the flexible ring. It can be a little bit more messy when you open it up because you've got some residual sawdust hanging around on top of it. It's got a lockout safety feature right here, so if you've got kids you can turn this off and you don't have to worry about hands getting up in the impeller. The impeller itself turns at 3450 RPM, so it's moving at a good clip, and it's actually pretty well balanced. Yeah, I notice a little bit of vibration when it's running down, but its operating speed, it's pretty balanced. There's no real shaking that occurs here. I've actually forgotten things on top of here while I turned it on. It was running and they didn't fall off. And it's actually fairly quiet too. If I wasn't running a loud table saw or a planer or a bandsaw or something like that, I'm not actually sure I'd have to wear hearing protection with this. It's surprisingly quiet. So let's go ahead and I'll give you an idea of how it works. I'll throw some scrap wood in the planer and you can see it doing its thing. Alright, here we go. So you can see this thing handles dust collection on a planer just fine. I haven't run any super wide stock through it, but it hasn't even hiccuped at 1.5, 2-inch stock I've been putting through this. So I was taking about a 1/16 of an inch off each time, so not an insignificant amount for a planer. And you can see there's barely any sawdust on the infeed table right here, just a few chips. Normally when I run this thing, I've got to open the garage door and face it outside because it's putting out so many chips. It looks like a snowstorm outside afterwards, just drifts of sawdust. So I'm really impressed. This thing is doing a great job of keeping my shop clean. Just to get a close-up of some of the features, you can see here's the 10-foot hose I have attached to it, and this hose wasn't included. You can pick one of these up for $20 to $25. And you can actually see the suction power when I turn this on. collapses that hose right up. So there's a lot of power this thing has. You can see it's got the casters. It's actually really easy to move. You got swiveling casters on the front, fixed ones on the back. And get up under here and you can see there's the air inlet. You can take this off and just have I think that's a 6-inch inlet right there, or 2 4-inch inlets if you want to hook some blast gates up to this thing. You can get multiple tools set up on it. The flexible ring right here, you just get a good grip on the bag and pop it out. And there it is. And you can see it's a little bit messy when you pull it out with the flexible ring in there. But it's not too bad, and the ring's really easy to install. The dust collector is pretty tall. You can see it's almost up at the ceiling of my garage there, and it's actually above the height of my garage door track. So if I wanted to store it here, I can actually take this whole assembly down. It's got a little detent right here. This whole rod slips right out, and the top filter bag will collapse down all the way to the base right here. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe.